Hello everyone, welcome back to the conversation with NPB. And today it's going to be our last episode. Of course, as we move forward, me and Rari, we will be leaving Normandale Program Board. And I'm not sure about the rest, but I'm pretty sure Adam, Naimo, and the rest of the group will continue to work for the program boards. Anyways, this episode will mainly focus on how we got involved in program boards. So any of you would like to get started first?
Cheetah, I think you should go first. You haven't had to go first this whole time.
Well, I'm the conversation starter.
Well, you're on the spot now. I'm starting the conversation. Let's hear it.
So basically, I guess summer last year, a friend of mine, which was the former
Event
president of program board,
Yeah.
he texted me, "Hey, this art chair position opened up," and I didn't have a job back then, so I was just looking for a way to make some, bit of money while also attending Normandale. So I applied for it, and I got accepted, and then there you go. I got started with program boards. It was pretty fun because there's a lot of things that I like to do, such as making flyer. A lot of it was pretty easy. You just use Canva compared to what I make using Photoshop. But
Don't
overall,
tell them your job's easy. Don't say your job's easy, Cheetah.
I
Keep that a
mean,
secret.
if you know what you're doing, it's easy. How about
Yeah.
that? But yeah, I enjoyed the process of it. You get to work with a lot of people, such as everyone here in program boards. You get to work with the student life staff, from signing up for rooms, finding ways to promote events, or talking to public security to keep everything safe. There's a lot of interaction, and it's amazing how many people you met throughout the years. Just basically organizing events for students. And it's really fun when you get to see everyone having fun at your events, everyone, eager to come to the next one, everyone eager to know what's, happening next, what event we might host. That seems really fun.
Mm-hmm.
The first one the first event that we created was the student talent shows one.
Mm-hmm.
It was really successful because everyone genuinely seems to be excited about different individuals that with talents to come to performance, such as the singer, such as the juggling guys. It was
That
absolutely
juggling
phenomenal.
was so cool.
Yeah. That was something.
Yeah, it was such a good experience to get involved.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, since my story's up, what about everyone here?
So for me, I mean, it was kind of right before the school year started that I was just kind of looking for a work-study job because I had been approved for it through my FAFSA, so I was just looking for a job, and the public relations chair was the first one I saw on the Normandale listing site, and that's kind of what I'm interested in, doing business and marketing. So I was just like, oh, that sounds cool. So I did an application, and then I had an interview with our then advisor, which was Justin. Our advisor now is Maddie, but it used to be Justin. And so I just had an interview with him, and then I got it. And then I started we had our first meeting right before school started, right? A week before. But yeah, so I mean, I just got lucky enough to fall into the position, and I applied and I got it. And it's been a lot of fun ever since. We've done a lot of fun events, and it's been a really good opportunity.
Mm-hmm. It's good to work, with someone like you, because you know what you're doing, and especially you bring different knowledge to the team for different members, so that they can become familiarized with, with application or different software that allows them to do their job faster.
Mm-hmm.
It's you brought a good insight into the team.
Yeah, I love software. That was kind of my thing. All my little tools and stuff.
Yeah. What about you, Adam?
Well, for me, first I was just an ASA member. How long ago was that? This fall, right? This past fall semester. So after knowing you, Sheeta, remember the first day we met in the hallway, you guys were tabling, and Rory. Yeah. So I know Cheetah and Hal mainly through Fiona. So they were just, you guys were just tabling there. I'm just like, well, this looks cool, and and you guys happen to be really cool. And later on, we got involved with ASA, and then I found out that there's like an organization called Program Board. I'm just like, what the heck is Program Board? I've been going to Normandale for like a year and a half without knowing anything about Program Board. And then so Hal kind of showed me like around, or like meeting like Justin and Padao, and who else was there? Jason. So I'm just like, oh well, this is cool. And then he was just like, well, I'll be gone next semester. Like, you want to like take over my position? I'm just like, yeah, well, I can take a look at it. And then from that on, I've been like involving with you guys, like the talent show. Well, I was not like on Program Board or not even volunteer, but I
You were
kind of
still helping.
myself as a volunteer. So I'm just like, well, yeah, this seems like a really good opportunity, to take over and actually be involved. And then that's when I decided, hey, I'm just gonna do this. It looks fun, and be around, just being around my good friends. That's really cool, so that I don't have to stress out about school so much. So that's when I decided to join.
Yeah, I mean, you have like a great personality, especially with interacting with everyone. I think the first time that I met you, I was like, trying to get you to promote, the events with us. So I was, just scouting around to see, if you want to volunteer for us or not. But then, like, after a while, we didn't have a co-adventure, which was supposed to take over for the spring.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like trying to approach you to see, just wondering, because I know that if you can get, involved in our team, it's gonna be so much better, because you bring a different like personality toward the program board, especially with how you interact with every student, every staff, and you have this outgoing attitude that would be like beneficial to program board. So I'm glad that you were able to join us, Adam.
Thank you, Sheeta. Thank you.
Yeah. So what about, what's your favorite events that we host so far?
Ooh,
That's a hard
If
one.
you have to pick one.
well, that's hard, man. That we host one so far. I think, well, for me, talent show will always be like my top, like,
Same with me.
like, yeah, top event, or like my top like experience, on campus, or like on program board, because it's like, it's the event, like, or the first event, that we've done, like, or having so many people involved, that's like our first official event with that many people. And like we make it turn around, we somehow we made it happen, and it turned out to be so great. It's just not like 10 or like 20 people, in the auditorium, but it's more like 60 to 70 or like 80. So like the auditorium was full of people. And then that was so amazing to me. Just to see that many people, and then me, being a volunteer, and then everything just went from there. That's how I got my gear, shifted from there.
Yeah, so that event was like, we were trying to plan events, because we didn't know what we want to do yet. So we approached these events as a new way to establish, our connection with the student more. And it was our event first event with a new team too. So we was trying to, I guess, understand each other workflow, while at the same time trying to make this event as successful as possible. We didn't know a single thing about each other back then. So this event was like our first bonding experience in terms of how we were like going to connect with each other, understanding our workflow. And I guess like that's how we bonded with that event alone. It was, it was stressful, I guess, in some way, but overall it was one of the most successful events that we host.
Definitely.
No, yeah, the talent show was a lot of fun. I remember it was stressful. Oh my goodness, and like getting everyone's music organized.
Yeah, it was stressful for sure.
We got it done.
Yeah.
Got it done.
We thought that we didn't we thought that we didn't have enough time for the entire events because of how many participants there were.
Yeah.
So me, Rory and I, we were the hosts. We were trying to do it as quickly as possible. Basically, go up on stage, introduce the participant, and then basically when it's over, introducing another participant to come on the stage. At the end, though, there was a person came up to us like, "Hey, you guys, if you're planning doing this event next time, you should ask someone else to be the host because you should include some joke." And I was like, and it was kind of awkward because we were focusing more on making sure more people get on stage and be able to have their time rather than actually telling jokes. But oh well,
it turned out to be
fun.
Great. That's all.
Yeah, it was definitely fun.
Yeah.
What about you, Rory? What's your favorite events?
I'd have to agree. The talent show would be one of my favorites. The Halloween event was really fun. Mostly the setup for it was a lot of fun. We got to go buy like tons of pumpkins. So that was fun.
Choosing the pumpkin was really hard because there was so many good pumpkin painter out there.
That was a hard one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun with the Halloween event.
Yeah, moving forward, another one that I find really fun was that the de-stress week. We were told that certain days or certain events that we want to host did not happen, such as bringing a therapy dogs or therapy pets to the school because of the construction and the changing of administration office. So we were not able to do that, but coming up with different ways to make sure that students be able to de-stress before final was such a fun plannings. We were changing it to a bunch of coloring therapy and video games day, which in the end it was very successful, which was amazing. The fact that everyone was having fun, everyone was de-stressing before the final. But yeah, those are my things. It was program board such a good memory, I guess.
Oh yeah.
The fact that we don't see each other as a coworker, but as a teammate and a friend, was make it more enjoyable and make it more something that we might remember in the future.
I mean, for me though, I could never take program board for granted. It's we all. It's just to me, we cannot have just one position for program board. We always need public's relation, the arts chair, the events chair, the president, the membership chair. We always need ourselves. We just don't rely on just ourselves, but we rely on other people as well. And then we just organize it together. That's the best memory I have about program board.
Yeah, it's just that every individual in program board bring a different value into the team. Every individual, be able to show their talents in what they're good at and be able to, effectively bring events into, more successful than I guess one individual can.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess this is it for us.
Yeah, for
our last week.
It's
with
been a
the
wild
program
ride.
board.
For two of
It's
you.
been fun. Take care of a program board, Adam.
I'll try, man. I'll try.
All right, everyone. Since this is the last episode, hopefully you don't get too emotional, especially those who join our events pre-COVID-19 and be able to have fun. Anyways, one last time, my name is Cheetah.
My name is Rory.
And I'm Adam.
And we'll see you in the near future. Have a good one, everyone.